Today, my brother and I are going to build a server for the studio. If you remember, he was in the last video where we built a PC, our editing PC here. And today we're building something for, storing our files in the office here, and yeah, basically a server. And so we're going to start with the items we have on the table here, all the parts for the server we're building. And you should be familiar with these things at this point here. Yeah. So what do you think this is?
So this is the case. This is the SSD memory.
Okay.
And we have the fan.
Graphic card.
The graphic card.
Let's do this way. So let's start with what we have on the table here before he keeps running his mouth. What we have here is the processor. This is an AMD EPIC 7282 processor. So it's a server grade kind of processor, and it actually does have 16 cores. Now, next thing we have here is going to be our SSD. This is Sabrent 1 terabyte PCIe 4 NVMe M.2 drive. That's a mouthful actually. So we're going to use this to run our operating system. I haven't decided between Proxmox and true NAS for now. I'm still contemplating which I'm going to install as the basis for this server, and we'll do different VMs on this machine. But for now, yeah, this is the memory we're going to use. This is a network card, the NIC. So we're going to connect our editing PC to our network, firewall and everything, and have a demilitarized zone or DMZ where this server only has access to, and we can directly edit from this guy, just have access to it. Next on this table is the SATA expansion slots. So we need something to expand the SATA port, and that's the reason we got this.
What's the SATA port?
So SATA is a kind of communication port where hard drives can be connected to the motherboard. So we need something to expand it. That's the reason we need this. So we decided to go with ECC memory here, 128 gigs of RAM. You could get a regular kind of RAM, but the reason we went with ECC, which is error correcting code kind of RAM, is because so when you have something like this one, there's a parity bit that corrects for errors that happen. So when there's an error, when you're trying to save something, the parity bit does the calculation and knows, okay, there's an error here, I can correct it, and it saves you a lot when you're building servers. You really need ECC memory and not the regular kind of RAM. So that's the reason we went with this one. Next on this table are the hard drives. I have about 5 of them, 100 terabytes of Seagate Iron Wolf memory meant for servers. So each of this one here is 20 terabytes. And yeah, we have 5 of them, 100 terabytes here. But the kind of connection or the kind of RAID we're going to run here, RAID is the way you connect the drives. So we're going to do RAID 5, meaning that one of the drives here will be like for redundancy. If one of the drive fails, we don't lose anything from our whole pool of storage. We just have to get another drive and pop it in to this guy here. Obviously, this is going to be the power pack, the 1200 watts power pack here. And the motherboard is an ASRock server grade kind of motherboard. This here is a graphic card. This is the RTX 3060 with 8 gigs of video memory. It might be a little bit overkill for this thing we're building here, but we're obviously going to run things like Plex servers and other things here. So yeah, probably a little bit of gaming would happen on this server. So it's not like, it's something that works for this. So this is a Roseville 4U case. Now, server racks where you mount your server, things for server, have a unit of measure that's called U. That is 1.75 inches in height. It means that from here to this point has that U, like 4 U's here, which is like 1.75 times 4, about 7 inches in height here. So 4U, that's what it does here. And this here has 12 bays. 12 bays means that you can put 12 drives into this thing, and they are hot swappable, meaning you can put them and take them out while operation is going on, like put it in. Yeah, if something happens, you need to take one out, you can draw it out, and the thing will work perfectly because
is that enough?
Guys, this is the cooling fan for the processor we're having on here. We're going to put it into this place. I'm a little bit scared now because it feels like this is a little bit big. I don't know if it's going to stay perfectly in here when we place in the motherboard and everything. We're going to check it out and see for ourselves. So it's time to open everything, loosen this guy, and start popping things in. So now let's place everything into the motherboard. So we have this ASRock rack server workstation motherboard, which we're opening for the first time. Some connecting SATA cables, a shield for the back where the IUs and everything goes in, the user manual, and yep, the board itself. These are the RAM slots here. So we can put up to 8 RAMs here, RAM sticks actually, not RAMs. And I have 4, which are going to be 128. So in the future, I can expand this into 256 gigs of RAM for the memory, and these are the PCIe lanes. So this is where the graphic card can stay, the NIC, the network card, all those other cards. We can place them in here. So this is where you put in the processor. So about that. So let's go with the RAM sticks. So this is what I was talking about. Regular RAM sticks would have like even numbers, normally 4 or 8. So this is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And this extra one is one that does for the error correcting, the parity bit and all those things. And it has 16 cores. So we're going to place it in here. This way. And slide in the main processor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. Oh, that's what it is. In place. So when you open this thing for the first time, you get to see all the SATA cables for the hard drives, like to link this hard drive base. 12 of them here. This one stays on top of here, like to cover this case, but here, let's take it apart. These are like fans to take out, like exhaust fans to take out air, hot air. These fans here are to cool these drives here. Dragging air from this point and take them into here, cool the processor. While the processor has this cool on top of here that cools it, and this one takes it out. So it's time to put in the IO shield, this here, to cover the back of the case. And normally you just have to make it align with your motherboard. So this is the where you're supposed to cover. You get it to align properly. So this is how it should be, right? Okay. Then you place it from inside of the case. And make sure you hear that clicking sound. Yeah, I've got that in place. So it's time to put in the motherboard.
What are we doing?
It feels like something that has a tall profile. This is a coolant, like the thermal paste we're going to use for.
Oh yeah, remember the last time.
Yeah, from the last time, yeah.
What exactly is this? Like
to help expand heat from here to this guy here. So now we got this in. It's time to put in the network card and the SATA expansion card. Let's get that done. SATA. Yeah, so this is NIC we're using. It's a dual 10 gigabit network card.
And this is the driver.
Yeah. Next thing we have to put in here is going to be the graphic card. So there's two. So this is a USB header. We have to connect it to the motherboard. There are some other connectors like the lights, the I'm seeing LED, hard drive, power, reset button, and all those things. We have to pop them into the the motherboard where they are fit. You know, USB goes in here. So we've done the connection from the case to the motherboard, like the power button, the reset switch, and all those other things. It's time to put in the power pack, the PSU. So this is a modular power pack which we're going to use here. And after this connection, we're going to do like the SATA connection from all the drives here. We might as well just do that at once, like the 12 drives connected. So anytime we just get a new drive, we just populate it here. We don't have to do make any other connection here. But for now, let's do the power pack and see. Yeah, the user guide. Oh, this is huge stuff. Heavy. So we're connecting this whole thing to the motherboard. So let's connect this to the graphic card, but we need to also get these fans. We need to get them power connection. There are two fans here that need power connection, so we shouldn't forget them. So this board here has, on board we have like 4 SATA ports, which I'm going to use to connect bays 1 to 4. Then these expansion slots, I'm going to connect the remaining 8 to the expansion slots. That's how I'm going to make this connection. So we're going to do that pretty much. So guys, the next time you're going to see me, I must have wired up this whole, the drives and everything here, and get along from that point. So I just realized that we have mini SAS ports on this board here. So I'm going to use this mini SAS adapters that will break it out into 4 SATA cables. So to connect 4 of these drives into the mini SAS bus and 4 of this other one. So later on I'll have to buy an extra pair, one that works with this this card I bought, actually, this LSI card, to get SATA to the remaining 4. For now, I'm just connecting 8. And also I forgot to put in the memory, so the 2 SSDs.
Samsung?
Yeah, Samsung. No, that's Sabrent's. This is Samsung. This is the Sabrent's 1 terabyte drive here, and this is the 500 gigs of Samsung. Yeah, something like that. Works. So it's time for us to put in the hard drives. These ones here. To put them, this 20 terabytes each, 5 of them. So we're going to populate the first 5 bays of this. What's this? Of this case, actually. Before that, let me show you guys how to like put this in when you have the drive. You can easily pull this from here by doing it this way, pulling this and dragging it like this. So I'm going to show you how to like put in your hard drive, this one here, into this case. So all you have to do is this direction that faces out should come like this, and the bottom part should just get into this as so. Then you get your screws. I'm going to use just one screw here and the other screw here to tighten this to this casement or case, whatever it's been called. So yeah, you screw this in. So when you're done with this whole thing, I'm going to populate the bays, the first 5, and let's just do that together. Yeah, put it in. Start from this so you can. Yeah, put it in. No, it has to go in properly. Let me see. Yeah. Okay. That's not the last actually. Oh, I have a stack. And let's just plug this to power and check to see if this is going to work. So I've connected a power cable to this monitor on here. I've connected, I have a keyboard here too, as you can see. Then I'm going to connect my DisplayPort cable from this monitor to this graphic card I have here too. And then the power cable to, so I'm going to turn on the power here, power switch, then turn it on. So this button here is for power and this one is to reset the PC. You have that or those. And let's see if this is going to run. Okay, it's coming, the fans are kicking in. Okay, the right direction. These fans are also pulling air, so yeah, coming in the right direction. This is on. Everything seems alright from what I can see here. So I think we've got a signal to the monitor, as you can see. Can you see this? Yeah, so I think I'm going to basically run NAS or Proxmox. I don't know which one exactly I'm going to do.
It's like an OS.
Yes, operating system, yeah. I'm going to run it on here so I can have different VMs for like Plex server, for like a NAS kind of configuration and other things like that. And I'm going to run the operating system here and get back to you guys with my configuration and what you're going to see on screen. So we're done with this build and we installed Proxmox as the virtualization environment or manager we're using on this server here. We went with that instead of TrueNAS. And we'll be running other things like...
I say TrueNAS was better.
No, TrueNAS is better when you want to do something like a NAS, you want to build a network attached storage kind of thing. But I think I'll be running plenty of these virtual environments for different operating systems like, you know, Kali, Ubuntu, pfSense, and all those kind of things, Pi-hole, things like that.
Windows.
Windows too, all those kind of things. So basically, I'll be running more of virtual environments on this one, and also just build one of the droplets, is what I'll call it, or one of the containers for NAS, so we can have a network attached storage on here too. So that's about it. If you have any questions on building PCs and you love this kind of content, let me know in the comment section below. Ask your questions, would love to answer them. And yes, that's about it. I'm gonna catch you guys in the next one.
Cuídate.